It was developed with the idea of helping those people who cannot, or entrepreneurs who cannot afford to employ full qualified chartered accountants, but they are very much in need of accounting information. So this tool is the one which can be used for that. You do not need to be an accountant to use this accounting package. Okay, only maybe 10% of it will be used by accountants at the end of the process, but the entire package is meant specifically for non-accountants, because most of the people who have brilliant ideas are not accountants. They have never gone to an accounting school. Some of the people who we targeted are those who have never had a chance of going in a classroom. So if you have never gone in a classroom, this is a tool for you. It will help to compile the financial information for you very easy and accurate. Okay? And you'll be able to manage your finances even if you are not an accountant, even if you are simply working with your wife, even if you are working with a very limited number of people. It's not only for those entrepreneurs, even big organizations, okay? Those who want to make sure that their accounting personnel are only dedicated for decision making, not transaction accounting, okay? The transaction accounting can be relegated to non-accountants, such as receptionist, office assistant. Those are the people who can run those things, okay? The job of an accountant or a chartered accountant is to make decisions based on the information processed. Okay. So now, without wasting much of your time, let's go into the main accounting modules. Okay. Okay. In this case, what we are saying for today, we only cover procurement and sales accounting, because we don't have enough time to cover all the 14 modules which are there. We only cover this area alone. So now, how do you log in? You log in here, okay, you select admin manager, or you can personalize it if you want. So I'll push in my password here, then okay, and from there, what I will need to do is select the communication report. Oh yeah, the communication report is a serial port which allows us to communicate with the Zambia Revenue Authority for the purpose of tax invoicing. Remember, it's now law. It's law now that we are required to process a tax invoice which must be stamped by ZRI electronically. Failure to do that is actually not complying with the VAT requirement of 2020 as amended. So this serial port, you simply select it there. Once you select it, that's it. It will be in the background. It will know the time when you start processing the invoice, it will remain ready to send the data to ZRA. So here, you simply give the software the currency which you want to use. So in this case, we'll use the Zambian kwacha here, no problem, which is ZMW. When you're using Zambian kwacha, the exchange rate automatically becomes defaulted to 1. If it is US dollar, you use the dollar rate which is equivalent to whatever kwacha it is. So in this case, I'll simply press enter and it will log in there. It will log me in there, and this is the main login menu. Okay, so that's where all the modules are there. As you can see, we have sales there, security, purchases, inventory, advanced accounts where you do the accounts, advanced accounts, those who want to do at budgeting, fixed assets, salaries are processed there, point of sales, projects accounting, those who are in hotels, they can do that. Okay, so now, without wasting much of your time, let's go into sales so that you understand why I'm saying this package is meant for non-accountants. So I'll simply come here and say, okay, fine, I want to generate an invoice which is tax compliant, okay, stamped by ZRA, okay. So all I need to do is select the customer there. So I'm going to use this customer here, okay. Let's say I use this one, Wheelers, as a customer, okay. I'll come here and say, okay, fine, that is my customer. What document am I going to use as an invoice? It's a tax invoice. So you simply select a tax invoice. So check the steps which we have used. First, we selected the customer there. Then we selected the document type. Then the next thing, you will see a message. Here you do nothing. You simply say, you don't need to attach anything. You simply click no. Then it brings you here to select a product which you want to sell. You select the product here. Okay. So my product is, in this case, angle pipes. Okay. I'll select my angle pipe there. Okay. How many do I want to sell? I just want to sell one for your sample. All right. The customer want one angle pipe. Then that's it. You save the data. Nothing else which you need to do. By saving it there, you would have performed the double entry, which is so complex. If we had to tell even a chartered accountant, will find it quite challenging to do. But the computer will do everything for you. You don't have to do it manually, nothing at all. Okay? So now, the next thing after you have done it, performed the double entry by simply saving, you send the data to ZRIA so that the data is converted into an invoice, which will be again sent back to you in the background without you knowing. Then you print it and give it to your customer. So how are you going to send that invoice? Remember, we selected the communication port there at the beginning when we log in. You simply come here and select the invoice. By selecting that raw data invoice, the communication port opens. As you can see, it says the port is now open. By simply saying OK, it means that you have authorized that invoice detail or raw data to go to ZRIA to be signed, and it has already come back here. You can see the port is now closed. So you simply say OK. Now you simply view your invoice, which has come back from where? From the Zambia Revenue Authority. Yeah, the saver, and to see how it looks like. You print it and give it to your customer. You are done, nothing else. Let's see how it looks like. Okay. Here is our invoice. As you can see, it's a proper invoice here. You remember I said it's for one quantity, angle pipes and everything. It has calculated the VAT, which is 1,600 net before VAT 10,000 like that. Now, how do we know that this invoice has been stamped by ZRIA? ZRIA has marked this invoice with terminal ID, as you can see it there. The time when it was signed, it is marked here, which is 12/23. Okay. Then invoice code, it has also put it there. The invoice number, it has also assigned this document with invoice number. It has also put the FIS code. If you are not familiar with these parameters, kindly, when you go to these recognized supermarkets, check for these parameters. You will find them there appearing on each receipt which you are going to get from the supermarket. You will see these things appearing there. Okay. These, they don't come from the software which we are looking at. They come from ZRIA server. So by seeing that, it means that now the copy of this invoice is also at ZRIA. You can even print it from their website there, okay, if you want. Yeah, it's the same information which you get, the same tax invoice which you get, same copy. Yeah, although there the format might be different, but the transactions will remain the same. Okay, so we have everything there. The only thing is to print our invoice. Once it's printed, then that's it. We give it to our client. So in this case, we are done with this one. Yeah. The only thing which we need to do is to post this invoice. Yeah. By posting, it means that now we have authorized to generate one, the customer statement. Number two, we have generated also the ZRI detailed report. Number three, the sales day book is also generated. Number four, the customer analysis is also generated. Number five, the product analysis and the profitability is also generated. Then number six, we have also generated also the trial balance, which, can you imagine if you were to do all these things manually, How possible you manage to do that? You need to be serious accountant to do that. But by just doing a few steps there, you have done all these things easily. Okay? So now, if you wanted to see what I'm talking about, if I come here and say, where is my customer statement which I claim that I've done it? You simply come here and say, okay, select the date there. Okay, then here, who is that customer is with us? Okay, then data control and the preview there. Okay, there we are. Have you seen? This is what this customer called the Wheelers Front Engineering. Who pays 11,600? You see, it has built to them. Okay, yeah, there we are. So we don't have any problem whatsoever. Then the next thing which we need to do is, let's assume that now we want to generate a small receipt. We are running what? A supermarket. A supermarket, we don't use an A4 invoice. No, you use a scanner. A scanner actually is used there for easy capturing. Now, if you are going to use a scanner, then even the type of invoices changes. It becomes now a small receipt. So how do you use a scanner? You simply go under point of sales here. Then you simply click there, okay? When you select it here, tax invoice, the next thing, you scan here where the product is. Now, since I don't have a scanner, I'll select it manually. If you have a scanner, once you scan it there, it will do exactly what I'm supposed to do here. You will see the product being captured there, and it will look like this. So as you can see, it has given me that product is costing 11,600. Now, let's assume that the customer has given me 12,000 here. I'll simply capture my 12,000 and press enter. It tells me to say, please give change of 400 patch. Yeah, after giving the change, I think you are familiar with these things. If you go to a supermarket, if you check it properly there, yeah, on the till, you will be able to see a similar box like this. Okay, here it tells you to say this is Zambian kwacha there. Yeah, once the change is given, normally the cashier will either say okay or press enter like this. Then it goes and they press enter again to print it now so that you have this transaction printed. Okay, so now before you print it, because now it's not yet an invoice, it has to go to ZRA for stamping. So how are you going to do it? You come here and send it to ZRA for stamping. So you do it like this. So once it comes back, it looks like you are free to print it. So it goes to the printer there direct. Okay. So because I don't have a printer, I had to cancel the print manager there. This is your small receipt. Have you seen? The 400 change, everything is there. The stamping is also done here. All is done. Terminal ID, whatever, all these are done. But the only difference is this is a POS small receipt because you are using now a supermarket or point of sales. So this is how simple it is. Even this one is the same. Double entry, whatever it has done, the trial balance is already captured for you. You don't have to worry. So for your information, by putting someone at the till there, would have done the double entry for you, would have done the trial balance for you, would have done the income statement, half part or top part for you, who have also calculated the cost of sales for you without them knowing a single thing. That's how this system works. You don't need to be an accountant to use this system. Yeah, I've shown you here. So now the next thing, what if I'm running a project? Okay, what is going to happen if we are running a project? Okay, someone has told us to say you have to construct a road somewhere. Maybe the road construction is called SYB. Yeah, road construction. What are we going to do? No problem. We don't have, let's assume that we don't even have an accountant, but we have got one engineer who is the best, who has gone to Kitwe, but the customer wants an invoice now. and the only person available there is a receptionist. How is that receptionist going to handle those engineering calculations, which are very complex? No need to worry. You simply go in the system here and you say, select the tax invoice there. Okay. The only thing which you need to know is to select the customer there. Let's say the customer is City W of Zambia. That is the customer. Then now you simply select the category. The category is the mode of invoicing. Okay, we have export, we are not exporting anything. If we are exporting, we can use that mode. Privilege are those people who are free from paying taxes. Tourism, this is not a tourism. Insurance, there is no insurance involved here. So we select this one is sales invoice mode. Okay, then we simply say tab. Then here you simply put the project code, which is this one. Anyway, that one will be there on the order. You can easily capture it from the order. Then you simply say tab. Then here you select the type of a document, which is a tax invoice here, right? Then now here, you select now the contract type, okay? So they are saying, we are supposed to build bridges construction there, right? Okay, so now, after doing that, you simply again select the bridge construction here. So quantity is only one bridge. We don't have 10 or whatever. It's only one which we are building. This one is not a product. They are not like the products where you have to sell 20 or whatever. No, it's maybe one at a time. So let's say maybe the cost of this is 2.8 million. Yeah, like that. Now, these people, because they don't trust us, they are saying, we'll not give you the 2.8 million at one go. What if there are some defects there? So we hold 600,000. So that once we are satisfied that everything is okay, that's when we give the balance. Okay? Then after that, you simply add the record. Adding the record means you have saved. Now, after that, the only thing which you need to do is also to send that invoice to ZRI for signing. Okay? For the purpose of doing it properly, in this case, if you want, you can refresh it, or if you want, you can close it so that the data is properly saved. So now, when you come back here again, the only thing is to send that data to ZRI. How do you send it? You simply come here and select it there. You can see the similar thing that happened the other side to tell us to say the port is open is also coming through. So you simply say, okay, fine, let it be open. So the port is busy communicating to ZRI to say, okay, I've got this invoice, please sign it for me or stamp it for me. It has already stamped that. Then all you need to do is now you print the stamped invoice where there and select, oh sorry, not post, print view here. Okay, let's see how it looks like. If you look at this one is totally different from an invoice for products. You can see you have the current part, the previous part. Okay, so this means next time when you generate an invoice, the whole all this column will shift to come to previous. Okay, the new invoice will come there. Then the addition of this plus the previous will come there as accumulated. That's the way how project accounting works. But this you don't have to do it manually. It does everything. As you can see, it knows what it's supposed to do. All the retentions are there. Everything is VAT calculated for you. Your job is to simply print it and send it to the customer. As simple as that. You don't need to worry. Everything is done for you. Okay? As you can see, all is done. Nothing to worry. So, what else do we need? Nothing. My bank account is already there. It is already put. So, what do I need to worry? Nothing. So, after printing that, I need to simply post it. Okay, where do I post my invoice? I post my invoice here. Post. That's it. Oh, I've reprinted it again, so I'm not supposed to print it. I'm supposed to post it. Okay. So posting the invoice here. Okay. Yeah. Invoice now posted. By posting it means that I'm authorizing it to go to the trial balance. So if I check my trial balance there, I'm supposed to see it like this. Let's check how my trial balance is looking like. Okay. My TB will look like this. I'll wait a little bit for it to be compiled by the system. Yeah. There we are. There we are. My VAT, which I'm supposed to pay there. My revenue there. Okay. This one is coming from the seats from the POS. Yeah. At the end, it balances off. That's it. We are done. So this is what I thought I can share with you, but we have many modules which we are supposed to go through, but due to time, we can't handle everything at one go. Okay, the sales part we have done, we have shown you. We have shown you also the project accounting.